Hello guys, and in today's video it's gonna be like a little short video. I just want to say how maybe, I hope not, but still maybe could be possible that your parents ain't shit. They just ain't shit. Because there's like, what triggered me to do this video is not only the first time, but today I saw a boy, like a boy who is hella active. He was like, I don't know, I would say he was like 8 years old or something. But he was small, right? He was hella active and shit like that. And they were in the metro. And his mother was screaming at him the whole time, like, shut the fuck up. She was not saying shut the fuck up, but she said like, shut up. But she said it hella loud, her attitude even. And she said like, shut the fuck up. Damn you. You're pissing me off and shit like that. And I'm sitting there thinking like, why the fuck you even, like, some parents are so goddamn selfish that the reasons why they're initiating a kid are based on their low, miserable desires. Like some parents, they just make a kid because, I don't know, the mother or the father was like too lazy to pull out, and that's like one of the reasons that they got a kiddo. Then there's like different reasons where for a couple to bond their relationship or to make it stronger, they have to make a kiddo. They think the kid gonna save their relationship, but it's like, imagine how selfish it has to be, how egoistical a person has to be, that they are making a kid for the mere sake of bonding the relationship. And it's not the only one. And there's like a lot of different possibilities where, for example, for some maybe it may look cute when you have a kid, and they're like, oh, let me have a kid, or it's gonna be cute. Some some parents maybe have not reached some goals in their lives, and they're having a kid with an intent for this kid in the future to reach the goals that the parents have. That happens actually like hella much in life. And to be honest, to some degree it's very, 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 I would say, nasty. Because I don't know why it's like, to some degree, like, parents, they cannot even handle, as a person, right? Parents as a people, as a regular people, they cannot even handle their own desires. They cannot handle their thought forms. They cannot handle their ideas. They cannot handle their aggressiveness. They cannot handle their all other emotions and other frustrations and other different things. And it's like, to be honest, like, I see everything has different shapes. So even the shape of you having a kid also can be not explained, but also can be seen like in a metaphysical way, where you invest into something and you bear it for, let's say, 9 months, for some time, right? And then you give life to it. Like, you give it life before, but then you actually born it into the physical world, and now you have to take care of it. You cannot just let it be, you cannot just because you invested a lot of time into it, and actually it took a lot of time for you to take care of it and shit like that. The same shit can be also happening with aggression, or like frustration, where you are getting angry the whole time, and now all this 9 months of you being angry, you're always putting a little bit of water. You're always giving life. You're bearing this fruit. You're nurturing this fruit, which could be any. You can just put X on the fruit's place and put anything what you want inside. It's like the same shit as with the attention. The more your attention put into it, the more mattered it gets. The more it matters, but it gets just more mattered just due to the fact that like, you're spending more time into it, right? And the same shit with kids, but it's like more physical though. It's like you have the same representation, right, in the metaphysical world, in the spiritual, in the mental world, but this one is a physical, which to some degree shows you that, look, if you have a sex, when you have two energies combining together, aka female energy and masculine, like feminine and masculine energy coming together, everybody does that. Even for you to get some type of idea, you need to have some type of thought and some type of vibration that come together and create this type of idea that now makes this ship, now that makes this idea go to some degree forward. You know, like you need a ship and you need a fuel for it. You need a direction, you need something, and you need a fuel for it. And now it's making to some degree a ship, and you're jumping into it, and now you're going with that further. So yeah, that's like basically a representation of that bullshit. And so, as I said before, you also have it in a physical representation, where you have it as parents, male, female, coming together, having sex. One is busting a nut, another is taking that nut in and nurtures it. Now you have a kid, and it's like now you have to take care of it. And for some people, it's just it's so like what I was trying to explain. I wanted to explain that even like imagine people are not even able to control themselves. How the fuck they are even having the right to give life to a kid if they're miserable themselves, type shit like that. You know, like even them being miserable and then making a kiddo, to some degree, maybe they think that to some degree it will help them to turn into somebody with time. You know, like okay, I'm ain't shit in real life. All my childhood, like I mean, like all my years, I was just like having fun, fucking here and there. Then with time, I was like also having fun, and I was like, I don't need education, for example. I don't need to pay attention to myself to my future. And now I'm having a miserable job. Myself, I am a miserable. I don't have a man. This and third. And it's like maybe to some degree, if I'll have a kid, it's like the words of that person, right? I'm not saying I haven't heard those words, but I feel like maybe some people have this as a representation, right? That if I'll have a kiddo, to some degree, I will achieve something in this life. You know, I will have a kid. But then when this kid grows up a little bit, like all this anger, all this like reflection of a miserable parent will go towards that kid, because this miserable parent, he knows that if he'll go outside, like let's say he'll go outside and he will complain to somebody else, the person will say like, bro, what the fuck, you're miserable, shut the fuck up, I don't even want to listen to your words. But the kid doesn't have other option. All this reflection, all this like I don't know how you call that, yeah, reflection to some degree, will be done upon a kiddo. And it's like, it's just like some kids, I feel sorry for them, you know, but I mean that will make them hella strong. Some kids will not, maybe will understand that their parents ain't shit, because I saw a lot of representations of that, where a kid is suffering because of his parents ain't shit, you know. So yeah, so pay attention. So maybe your parents are also ain't shit. I hope they are good people, but don't go miserable as they are.